If you clicked on this video, chances are you fall into one of two groups. You are either a newbie who just broke their first wing, or a veteran who is sick and tired of replacing them. No matter who you are, this video will cover the top 3 issues with car accessories like wings, mirrors, and antennas, and you'll get some simple solutions that will finally put these problems to rest for good. Mother Carrera, in the owner's manual that comes with every set, recommends removing all small car parts, such as spoilers or mirrors, before operating a car. While this will protect them, Carrera's approach is not good enough. It's like going out for dinner, and the store you bought your clothing from recommending you to remove your pants to avoid getting it dirty. I like wearing my pants when I'm out, and in our case, I love the little details of my cars and want them right where they belong. On my car. So, it's time to do something about it. But before we start, check this out. Do you like what you see? Do you want more? Want to support the channel, be part of our crew, and enjoy some seriously awesome perks whilst doing it? Well, buckle up, because here's the lowdown. For just $1.49 Australian per month, you become a mate. That's right, you get a loyalty badge that makes you stand out of the crowd. You get early access to all our future videos, your name immortalized in the description section, and priority replies to all your comments. But hold up, it gets better. For $6.99, you level up to Bro. Your name will be written in blood at the end of every video. Plus, you get to shape the show by participating in members-only polls and hang out in the exclusive Bros-Only live chat. Feeling extra fancy? Become a Mega Bro for $19.99. Connect with us on social media for live updates and behind-the-scenes photos, enjoy discounts on merch, and see your name in shining gold on special slot CraftMaster gear because you deserve it. Still not enough? For $59.99, you can become a Super Mega Bro. Get free templates of our builds, troubleshooting help, join our exclusive Super Bro live streams, and even design your own custom merch. And if you're really serious about being the ultimate fan, for $149.99, you'll be my man.
My man!
Enjoy free merch every month and get featured in one of our videos. Yes, you heard that right, so what are you waiting for? Hit that join button under this video, pick your membership level, and join our crew today. Here we have 4 cars that have been through a rough patch, each with its own quirks. They're missing their wings, mirrors, and antennas, like they forgot to get dressed before leaving the garage. Today, we're going to bring them back to their former glory, CraftMaster style. So, grab a pen and paper, and get ready to take some notes. For this first fix, we need regular silicone. Nothing is actually broken on these Mercedes, but parts keep coming loose, and that is the most common issues that people face. I need to secure the parts without making it permanent. Super glue is a no-go, as it is too stiff and that's how things end up breaking. We want a flexible adhesive that won't bond with the plastic. Regular silicone is one of the best and most popular options for this job. Just remember, a little bit goes a long way, so try not to overdo it. But if you do, silicone is easy to clean off the body, so don't sweat it too much. Now let's talk about the KTM. This little beast doesn't have any problems with its wing, but the mirror arm is a bit wobbly. To fix the crack part, we'll whip out the super glue and then attach it back to the car like we did before. However, this time we're switching things up by using black hot glue instead of silicone. Why? Because there's more than one way to tackle a job. Hot glue works well, it's only just a little bit stiffer, checks all the boxes, and it's faster to use. Plus, let's be honest, once you go black, it's hard to go back. To clean off any extra glue, just press down with a utility knife. Then pull it off using a pair of tweezers. And just like that, it's as clean as a whistle. It's time to take on a tougher challenge. These Ferraris sport the fanciest yet most frustrating rear wing of any other slot car. The problem lies in the weak arms that connect it to the body with a tiny piece of plastic. You hardly ever see one of these cars with its wing intact, and if you do, It's probably been heavily modified for better stability. For this model, I created a simple and classy solution that actually improves on the original design. First, remove the body from the chassis and take out any broken parts from the two small holes at the back. In this case, only one base is damaged, so we're going to cut the other one off in the same spot. Remember, sometimes you have to crack a few eggs to make an omelet. Now, all the pieces are prepped for some fun. If you know what this is, you might be scratching your head now. If not, grab some shrinking tubes for wiring insulation that have adhesive inside, plus a lighter or heat gun. You'll need two pieces that are 3 times the length of the original base. Slide them on like socks over what's left of the arms, then shrink them with the lighter. While they're still warm, dip your fingers in cold water and press the tubes flat. Be careful not to burn yourself. Once that's done, take scissors and cut the edges into triangles to make them easier to insert into the body. After you've put them in, warm up the edges and bend them to hook onto the body. Seriously, don't burn yourself. Now all you need to do is warm up the tubes and hold them in place until they cool down. Voila! You've got the original wing looking good as new with no obvious repairs. It also has a flexible base that can absorb some serious bumps. If it gets damaged or if you accidentally mess it up, fixing it is a piece of cake. Plus, this technique works for other parts too. So go get some shrinking tubes. Finally, let's talk about the Porsche. For this beauty, we'll use hot glue to secure the wing and mirrors, just like we did with the others. But we'll also tackle a tiny yet annoying detail often found on slot cars: the antennas. This one has 3 antennas, each with different shapes and lengths. They tend to fly off or snap during the first crash. My clever fix will not only make the car look amazing, but these antennas will also be tough enough to take a hit. And if they do break, no worries. Making new ones is simple and cheap, so you'll never stress about them again. Skipping ahead from the wing and mirror steps, we come to the antenna part. The main material used here will brush off this problem forever. This is a brush used to clean window tracks. It only costs a few dollars and has pretty long and thick plastic bristles. If you can't find this specific brush, you can use any plastic brush or broom that has bristles about 6 millimeters thick. We only need 1 bristle for all 3 antennas. Let's kick things off with the longest one, using the full bristle length first. After that, we'll trim it down to size. A small dab of hot glue will hold it in place just fine. Then we can cut it to the right size and clean up any extra glue, just like we did earlier. Next up, we have a shorter, L-shaped piece. It might seem tricky to copy, but it's actually quite straightforward. Just bend it hard and apply some pressure with pliers to hold it in place. If it's tough to bend or doesn't stay put, a heat gun will sort that out nicely. Now we can cut it in size and put it in place. And here we have it. If you ask me, this looks better than the original as it is a little bit thinner. Make it look more in scale. The third antenna is the easiest to make since it's just a shorter version of the first. Simply repeat what you did before, and you're good to go. If things go awry and you end up in a sticky situation, just unplug it and start fresh. The great thing about hot glue is that it's easy to clean up, so don't sweat making mistakes. That's it. We are done, and here's a pro tip. If you want your antenna to curve naturally, just hold it where you want and give it a quick zap of heat. You're welcome. And with that, we have successfully completed our work on all 4 cars. As we wrap things up, my final piece of advice is simple. When you get a new car, use hot glue to secure all the parts. This tip can save you from future headaches. If disaster strikes and things start falling apart, you can always come back to this video for guidance on how to repair or replace those troublesome parts. As I mentioned earlier, there isn't a single right way to get the job done. This approach has worked well for me, but feel free to explore what suits you best. Don't hesitate to share your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know if these tips worked for you. Until next time, get your hands dirty and enjoy every minute of it. Slot cars are not only about racing. Crafty, out.